Champions League final is finally here. Manchester City versus Inter Milan. Now, granted, I know a lot of people are already writing off Inter Milan in this final, saying Manchester City are going to win the treble. It's already happened. But still, you play the final because anything can happen. AC Milan versus Liverpool. We all remember how that went. Chelsea versus Manchester City. We all know how that went. Even Chelsea versus Bayern Munich. As you get it, anything can happen. Now, let's talk about how Inter Milan can actually win this game. And we will talk about Manchester City and their tactics and how they will win this game as well. But let's first talk about Inter Milan because I think this is the important factor in how they can actually break down Manchester City. Now, the first thing is Filippo Inzaghi's tactics. Now, I think he's done a phenomenal job at Inter Milan. Now, granted, they didn't win Serie A this season, but still, they've been doing really, really well in the Champions League. The big thing that I think will help them out is their midfield and what they've been doing with their midfield. Now, if you have not seen them, they really compact that midfield, and it makes it very, very difficult for teams to play balls around because when a ball gets played to a player out on the wings or even in the midfield, they are swarmed with Inter Milan players, which makes it very, very difficult for teams to start gelling and get things going in the right direction. On top of that, they also spread out their entire squad when they're attacking. So if you've ever watched them on a goal kick, you're seeing maybe one or two players in the back, and the right and left back completely stretched out to the touch lines, and therefore again creating a lot of space, which makes it very, very difficult for a lot of wingers then to defend. So Jack Grealish is going to have a difficult time this match. And I understand he's a great player, but still, I think some of the tactics that Inzaghi is going to be implementing for Inter Milan are going to be very, very good for their wingers, and again, make it very difficult for Jack Grealish and whoever else is on the other wing for Manchester City. Now, all that being said, the other big thing is Barella. So I'm probably mispronouncing it, so I do apologize, but Barella, I think is what I wanted to say. He is going to be a key factor in this match. And the reason why I say that is because he's one of those midfielders that's able to run in through the channels on the defense. Now, granted, it depends on who they will start as their attacking forwards. I have a feeling that Martinez will obviously be starting. Now, whether the Dzeko or Lukaku starts alongside him, it's up in the air as of right now. But still, with those two forwards, what Barella is able to do is, again, run through these two players. So they spread out the defenders, and he's able to run through the channels from the midfield, and they can play ball over the top to this player. And then, again, he can do whatever he wants, whether he plays the ball to another player or then takes a shot. Either way, he makes a huge difference for Inter Milan. And again, he is going to be one of the key factors in this game. Now, obviously, Inter Milan have to go and score a goal very quickly. They cannot sit back and just absorb blow after blow after blow, because if they do, they will not win this game, because we all know that Pep Guardiola is a tactical genius and will figure out ways to unlock their defense and eventually score a goal. So again, what Inter Milan has to do is get them on the backs of their heels right away, start scoring goals, and again, make Manchester City chase the game, because if they can do that, it'll be very difficult for Manchester City. Now, flip side, Manchester City, we all know they have so many key factors that, again, can win this game. Erling Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne, Gudjon, Silva, just to name a few players. So all these players are going to be very, very difficult. And again, we do not know what Pep Guardiola is going to do for tactic-wise here. He may stick to what he's done before. He may change to a 4-4-2. Who knows? Because this guy's probably been analyzing this final for the last month, or how long it's been since they were into the final. And therefore, again, Pep Guardiola is going to have a lot of different styles to, again, break down Inter Milan with that tight midfield, but also when they elongate their outside playing when they're attacking as well. And therefore, Pep Guardiola most likely will stick with his normal players. I think Diaz, Stones, Akanji. I'm not sure if Ake is actually fully fit as of right now making this video, but if he's fully fit, he will start on that left side. And then obviously Kevin De Bruyne, Gudjon being that midfield, Erling Haaland, Jack Grealish, and then the wing, maybe Mahrez actually might be the better option for this match. But again, it would make sense if Bernardo Silva starts on that wing the way he's been playing lately. Again, he's probably deserving that spot. But like I said, it's all going to depend on how Pep Guardiola wants to run that. That all then being said, the difficult thing, again, for Inter Milan is going to be able to stop all these different attacks, because, like I said earlier, if Pep Guardiola and his side are able to score early, they are going to dominate and dictate this entire match, because once they go a goal up, they're going to be able to play this game with just 1,000 passes. There's nothing that Inter Milan is going to be able to do to get back into this game. So therefore, like I said, what Inter Milan has to do is score early, and then hopefully they can keep them at bay and have them chasing the rest of the match. If they can, it's obviously Manchester City's game to win. That all being said, I do still think that Manchester City will win tomorrow for the Champions League final, or today, depending on when you're watching this video. And they will be winning the treble, which I'm not sure if I'm ready to say that yet, but I applaud them for this season and what they've done. Pep Guardiola obviously is one of the best managers to ever manage this sport. So that's all I have for you today in this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe down below. I greatly appreciate that, and I hope you guys enjoy the final. I know I will, and we will be talking about it after the final is done to just recap everything that happened. So that is it, and I will see you in our next video.